I never wore Yeezys at the sky. Every week is Fashion Week for me.
One day, a girl named Anne was into church since she was little. Her parents would always go to church. They were really religious parents that they were so strict they wouldn't let her have friends because Anne's parents believed friends were bad influence. But growing up she was starting to disobey her parents and started having friends and going out and escaping to parties. When she would be at home and pretended to be reading Bibles in her room and would never get caught going out and couldn't be herself because the parents want her to be the perfect daughter. After years of following her parents' rules, she started attending church a lot more to become a nun. If she escaped, her parents would find her and put her back inside. They warned her that without them she wouldn't survive and end up dead out there. Anne was so depressed her adult years. She was only 22 and couldn't have a normal life, so throughout her days in church she was teaching other little girls how to become nuns. Even though she was a nun, she would still escape and go out at nights to hang out with her friends to do bad things. One night Anne and her friends were drinking alcohol when they decided to enter a haunted cemetery. They didn't really think anything of it. As they entered and walked towards the tombs, it was so eerie that they got creeped out a bit, but one of her friends, Isabella, decided it would be funny to get on top of the tombstones and started pouring a drink and told her friend, "That's not funny at all, you're disrespecting them," but then she bursted out laughing too. The girls were having fun, but then they heard a weird sound, a lady crying and running towards them. So Anne ran for her life, and one of her friends was shocked that didn't react fast and stayed behind. She heard screaming and turned back and saw her friend getting bitten by the lady crying wearing all black. Days later, Anne was paranoid. After everything that happened, she seemed more different, and she started acting crazy towards people. Her voice would sound different and really deep. Her attitude changed. She would stare at a corner and start laughing and saying she's going to kill Anne. The priest knew that and wasn't the one talking. Something was inside her body, and an evil entity from the cemetery entered her body and doesn't want to let go. There was no solution to the problem that the priest didn't know what else to do but bless her room every day. One night everyone was asleep when little girls staring screaming because they saw Anne's body hanging from a rope dead. Everybody was shocked and scared. After her death, the church school became lonely. After months, people would say that the church became haunted. Every nun would suicide themselves, and one nun killed all the little girls in the church. And now you could hear girls screaming and people talking when you get near it. Nobody dares to enter inside because they say once you go in, you never get out.